Don't you understand all you black people are being used? They don't care about you. You're just
Tell me more, white lady.
that dances for the you. Clown. You sellout.
Before we get to that story, I want to tell you about Shenergy just real quick. Y'all see me drinking Shenergy every single day is because it works. If you're looking for complete energy, here is the only company in America that's doing this. We have the day drink for you to get good, sustainable energy without the crash, natural ingredients, no sugar, none of that. And then you have the night drink where you get sustainable sleep, no sugar, none of that. And then you wake up with energy. That's complete energy that no company in America is doing. Nobody's doing it. They don't care about you like that. They want you to take all this caffeine, and you can't sleep at night. You up all night, and then you get up and you need caffeine again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. So they can get rich off of you. Instead of telling you that you need to get sleep, which is your primary source of energy. Only Shenergy doing this. So if you care, hit that QR code right there or go to ShenergyLife.com. All right, let's get to come on. Let's start with the first caller. Roll it.
Yeah, my name is Jonathan. I'm in Houston, Texas, and I am a black American conservative. And I am sick and tired of I'll be glad when this rodeo gets the hell out of town. I'm sick and tired of these, particularly females, showing their all over the place at a family-friendly event. This is out of control. And I'll be glad when somebody stand up and speak on it. And also, this music that we are letting our children listen to that's coming across the radio. Is there any thing that we can do about that? This rap music is out of control, and it is a mantra, and it is spreading these demons all over the community. Thank you for taking my call. Bye.
I love this guy. This guy, Jonathan from Houston. Hey, man. Thank you for saying that. If my mind could talk, it'll be Jonathan's voice saying that. And every black man that live in these communities, that's adult, that's a mature adult, every black man living in the communities agree with the same thing he just said. 100%. God, that was funny. All right, I think we got another caller. Let's get to the next caller.
Wait, my boy, you coward. What a clown. Make men men again. Why don't you go fight for Israel, you lover, you filthy. You're just another muppet that dances for the system. Don't you understand all you black people are being used? They don't care about you. You're just
Tell me more, white lady.
That dances for the you. Clown. You sellout. Go to war, you clown.
What? Like, you know how miserable you got to be to call into somebody's hotline to say all that? Like, ma'am, you took your time to tell me to go fight for Israel. You know, I've been seeing that lately. People have been saying, won't you enlist? Dude, I put my time in for my country. What have you done? I put my time in fighting every single day that people are safe right here in the United States of America, which is, I would say I get more action than people that's in the military. Really, only if you get deployed to a combat zone or you in some special ops, it's the only people that get more action than police officers. I'm telling you. Some of them don't even have a gun. Just because you join the military don't even mean you walk around with a gun in your hand. You don't even pull your gun. You don't have no action. Most people are not getting no action, to be honest. So quit acting like you enlist that somehow make you shut the front door. 90%, I would say 80, 90% of people who enlist ain't fighting no war. We ain't been in a war since, I don't know, World War II. For the most part, I'm saying majority of the people in the military is not fighting a war. Anyway, let's get to the next caller. We got five. We got, hold on, time out. We got I think we have 4 more callers, so you guys know. Okay. All right, roll it.
Yeah, Tatum, this is Andres Rodriguez from Texas. Really don't have nothing to say. I just want to tell you, there's a video going out of a rapper named YG and how he slandered a fan on stage just because he wasn't even a Trump supporter. He didn't support Trump at the time, but he slandered his name because he didn't want to say Donald Trump. And I just wanted you to do a video on it, see your opinion. Thanks.
Oh, okay. So I know what video he's talking about. That video is 6 years old. And here's the clip in case people want to see it just real quick. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's like 40-some seconds. The crazy thing about this is that young man came to work for me. Austin is a great kid. I think he's went on to do great things, but Austin came to work for me. So the funny thing is, this kid that was in this YG post that we know here at the Officer Tatum. So I'll play the clip just in case you know, but this is a 6-year-old clip, and this is what YG did. Roll the clip.
Say it loud and clear!
Hold on, man. I don't know if I want to shake your hand yet, man. Hold on. Hey, listen. I spotted you out in the crowd. I asked you if you f with Donald Trump. You said you don't know. So since you don't know, I need you to make up your mind tonight. I need you to say your name. I want you to state your name because I know your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your grandfather is watching. I want you to state your name and yell Donald Trump. No, you won't. Get his ass out of here. Get him off the stage.
All right. Next time, edit the cuss words, please. All right. That was that. Austin is a great kid. Like I said, he came to work for us. Real good Christian guy. Got saved, everything after this concert. All right. Let's get to the next. We got 3 more callers. Roll it.
I just want to say I am a 21-year-old black woman in North Carolina. I go to a HBCU called Winston-Salem State University. And I just want to say I immensely respect what you're doing, your opinions, your take on things. I kind of feel almost set apart from my community for being as conservative mindset as I am. Even liking the police. I just had a whole debate with my friends last week about why I actually respect the police. One day, can you just talk about maybe marriage, finding the right man? Because I'm a young Christian woman, and it's very difficult to find a man in my community that is kind of on the same timing as I am. I'm trusting the Lord. I'm delighting in him as much as I can. I really wish I was surrounded around more black people like you.
Man, y'all have no idea how much that touched my heart. It really does, man, because I know the feeling, and I was able to escape that environment and be in another environment where I could flourish. And I'll say this, and it's kind of unfortunate because I think it's easier. And now God can, look, sis, if you're watching this, God is able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing that God can't do. So you don't have to worry about that. God will make that happen for you. You just have to be open-minded to it, and you need to, make your plans for it. God want to see you make your plans for what you're gonna be and what you're gonna do when he do give you that husband. Because a lot of times, a lot of people, and I'm saying you, sis, I don't know you, and I don't think that this is you at all, but a lot of times people are just hoping and praying, but they're not doing anything to advance that, right? That means that you want a husband, you do need to put yourself out there and be available for that man to see you, right? Sometimes people are so caught up in their own stuff that they may actually see a man that's a good man for them, but they don't want to approach him because they're a woman and women shouldn't approach men. Man, you see that man out there, you at least say hi. You may not know what you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be paying for dinners and stuff, but I'm just saying, if you see a man, it's okay to be friendly with him. But God can do anything. And one thing that I learned, and unfortunately, I think it's easier for black men to do this than it is for black women, for whatever reason. Like, I felt like when you out of the dynamics of the community you grew up in, and you go out into the world of conservatism, where you're at events and everything else, you have to be open-minded to marry somebody outside of your race. And I'm not saying a young lady wants to be exclusively marrying a black man. There are good black conservative men. You need to be around them to end up meeting one, or follow them online or something like that. But, I found that if you look at the totality of options for women out there, conservative black women are very minimal when it comes to how many women there are. And unfortunately, there's more white conservative women than there are black conservative women. And then depending on what your income level is, you end up in a community where the majority of the people in the community are X. So it's like the likelihood of meeting a person that matches your lifestyle is less likely that it's going to be a black man. That doesn't mean it can't be a black man. And depending on where you live, it may be different. So what I tell people to do is always be open-minded to dating people outside of your race or outside of your culture, because if you keep yourself limited to saying, I'm only going to date within my race because of XYZ, you have just alienated like 80% of the people that are eligible for you to marry and you could be happy with. My wife is white, and I don't think I've ever dated or known many black women that is like my wife, as far as her dad, police officer, her parents were in the military, kind of all the same things that I like personally, and who I am today. Donald Trump supporter. My wife is a crazy conservative. She crazier than me. And so finding somebody like that, I've never met a black woman like my wife. So you have to be open-minded to be able to date somebody outside your race. All right, I think we got 2 more voicemails, and then we're going to go to post-show clarity. All right, roll the clip.
Hey, Brandon, just got a quick question. What was it like playing against Rob Gronkowski in college on the practice field? I know you were on the same team as him. And when was the last time you spoke with him on the phone or in person? And if you haven't in a while, would you be interested in having him on your show? Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's a great observation. Some of y'all don't know, if you don't know, I did play in college with Rob Gronkowski, and it was a nightmare covering Rob Gronkowski. It just was a nightmare. And I think that people know that I'm honest. Like, I was an All-American athlete. I'm a 6'2" safety. I was stronger than everybody, faster than everybody. Just about everybody. Not everybody, but just about everybody. And Gronkowski was impossible to cover. He just was. Like, one-on-one, it's impossible. He's so sloppy. Like people. I won't say sloppy may not be the term. He's wild. So when you covering a regular tight end, you can lock them up easy. They're not as fast or whatever the case may be. But Gronkowski is wild, dude. Like, when he run his routes, he just. And you get hit in the eye, his elbow hits you, his leg hits you in the shin. You like trying to cover, and then he's tall. He's 6'6", so then they throw the ball up, and it's almost impossible to outjump him at 6'2", 5'11". Most safeties are kind of shorter. He was a nightmare. That's why he did so well in the NFL, because they can't cover him. Rob Gronkowski, when he was a freshman, he came in, everybody was like, he could have gone to the NFL. Rob Gronkowski could have played the NFL from high school. It's like him, Adrian Peterson, and like 2 or 3 other people, I think, could have played in the NFL from high school. It was just a matter of time before he left the University of Arizona. He was strong as an ox. I think he did like 4 or 5. He's a rep 4 or 5 on bench. A big kid. He was a big kid. Y'all see him now? He was like that in college. Goofy. It was like a joke, dude. But that dude would show up on game day and put in the work. I saw him knock out Ellison, which is the safety, when what's his name? Donnell Bing and Keith Ellison were safeties at University of Southern California, USC. And them was the baddest 2 safeties in the nation. Ellison had to be like 230-pound safety. And I will never forget this, as serious as I'm sitting here. Gronkowski goes over the middle, and he catches the ball. He wasn't even looking. Ellison came through the later boom and got knocked out and went to sleep on the field. And Gronkowski was a freshman. And I said, it is crazy. I haven't talked to Gronkowski since we were in college. Now, y'all know how I go. I'm a Trump supporter, and so a lot of dudes I play football with don't even talk to me. They don't follow me. They don't talk to me. Although when we were in college, we were all cool. So I don't know if he's one of those people. If I saw Gronkowski, I would love, say what's up to him. And I would love to have him on my show if he wanted to be on the show. So, yeah, cool. Last voicemail.
Officer Tatum, this is Jordan calling you from Michigan. A little bit colder than Arizona. Look, man, why you got to hate on mulattoes, bro? What's wrong with mulattoes, man? I hear you talking all kinds of nonsense about us.
Mulattoes?
You saying we're dumb, we're questionable, all these things, but yeah, your son's mulatto. But I know what it is, man. I know exactly what's going on here. Well, really, I don't, but I'm going to say this anyway. It's because you're jealous. We're coming back up. We're making a comeback. We got this nice, light skin, guaranteed. We got these light, beautiful eyes. What's going on, man? Let's just move on. Say you love mulattoes. Let's keep it moving. I appreciate all that you're doing. Keep it going, Officer Tatum. I'm going to keep cracking up with the things you do, especially your line calls when another line jumps on another line's back. Come on, man. Have me rolling, crying. Appreciate you. God bless.
At first, I thought he was being weirdo, man. I'm like, what? No, I ain't got nothing against you mixed. Man, all my kids mixed. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? People don't realize this. Like, I only have mixed kids, and both of my sons look like each other, even though they have different mamas. Which I'm ashamed to say that. Like, dude, that was 15 years ago or something. Like, I still am ashamed that, like, I got to say, I got my 2 baby mamas. You know, like, it's just so, like, I wish I can go back and I had all my kids with one woman that I married. Like, it's so, like, I still deal with this to this day of, like, feeling like, and so I tell my boys, you know, get married, have a kid, you know what I mean? Because it just look bad. I got baby mama. I'm a typical black man with multiple kids with women. You know, it is what it is, and I knew better when I did it. But yeah, my kids, it's funny because I don't know my kids to look like, you know, when I was a kid, me and my brother, our parents are both black. And so we were caramel like this. And all my pictures, all my families, there's no mixed kids in my family. Well, for the most part. And now I look at my little boys and I'm like, these little boys look just like me, but they're white. You know what I'm saying? They like white boys. They look like me, though. It's kind of funny. I never think about it until I thought about it the other day. I'm like, man, you look just like me, but you got nice little curly hair like a white boy. Little white kids running around look like me. It's kind of funny. But I love my boys, man, and very proud to be able to have children and able to have boys. And you know, I got a little legacy. The little boys with my name, and they don't know it. But one day when they get older, they're going to be proud of that name, and they're going to be, you know, they're going to understand who their daddy was, and they're going to be proud, like I'm proud of my daddy. So, but anyway,